Hi there, this is Marina Ashmi, and I hope you are doing well. So, if you don't subscribe or follow my channel, I talk about my developmental trauma, being an abuse survivor, and I talk about my healing journey, how I reached there, and how I needed help, and how you can help with your friends who are going through same situations or anything like that. I have practiced also mindfulness as well, so little bit bits of that, but I'm not a professional for that. You can watch my other videos also to know my story more, or you can start from the first one because it's connected with each other. So, those who have subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. Recently, I was talking to this girl who is also going through mental health issues, and she has depression and anxiety, and she was discussing that how people react to it. So in my case, I don't have depression. Depression is something else, and then developmental trauma is something else. In my scenario, I mean, most of the time people look at me and say, oh, you don't look like that, you have you have this. And I said, you have fever, you don't look like that, you have fever. You have cancer, you don't look like you have cancer. I'm an abuse survivor, and most of the time the first advice was that you can move on, or you can forget about it or anything like that. When you are an abuse survivor, it doesn't go like that, because your body remembers, your mind remembers, your emotion remembers. It's not that I'm crying and sitting and complaining about it, or I'm not moving on. I'm a very fun person, and my close friends or those people who have worked with me, they know that I'm a very fun person. You can follow my Instagram also, you will know that I'm a very fun person. But the thing is that these struggles are real. People with traumas, and assault, I'm an assault survivor also, I'm a suicide survivor as well. This is like, to support everyone who's going through a same situation. And now I'm on my healing journey. It's not perfect, it's not there, but it's happening, and it's giving me a very good improvement with my mind, body, and soul. So that's how it is. And in my society in Pakistan, most of the misconception is that mental health illness is only about depression and anxiety. It's not. There are other things also. There are other struggles also. There is epilepsy, there is trauma, there is anxiety disorder, there is a burnout, there is depression, there is schizophrenia, there are different bipolar, there are mood swings, there are a lot of things. There's postpartum depression. There are a lot of things, just like any other disease, and we don't understand that. If someone is going through it, we keep on talking about it on social media and keep on posting a status that, oh, if you want to talk, come to me and talk, or I will be there, or whatever. First thing, when you are want to be there, or you are trying to be there, so I think there is a need to understand that what a person in depression, or who is going through a dark time, needs. So first of all, they don't have to talk all the time. They can, just be there. They can enjoy your company. I am that person who doesn't like to talk just like that. It's very difficult for me to talk, because when you are protecting yourself from a very young age, and then after that in adult life, so it becomes very difficult. And what I want company. I want to have a good time, or just someone to sit next to me and say that you will be all fine and it will be good. I Most annoying part is that if someone starts giving you an advice. Let me tell you something very bizarre and awful that happened to me. Someone who abused me so much and so badly died, and the same night, when I was going through hell emotionally, a very close friend of mine advised me to be happy. And I'm still kind of trying to understand that how can a person tell you to be happy about somebody's death. All I needed that was a hug, which I didn't get for a whole entire year. And all I needed was somebody to just sit next to me and say that you will be fine, and it's going to be okay. Or ask, how are you coping about it? Because what happens is, mostly we assume that if there is a girl crying, oh, there is a boyfriend problem, or if they're different kind of same kind of things. It's not as simple as that as you are thinking. It's much more complicated and much more deeper, and it affects people a lot, physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. Yes, stress, depression, anxiety, trauma, it does affect you physically as well. Trauma has its triggers. Depression affects you physically when you can't just, function or get out or have any energy or things like that. So there are different kind of things. There are different kind of struggles. When you want to be there, just be there. Or if you are a faint-hearted person, if you're a very sensitive person, don't be there. Don't add to the misery of that person who's going through hell already. Don't advise. You can advise, and you can only advise your very close friends, those who know you or you know them. You just can't advise. This is the most common mistake socially. It's a habit that we just love to advise everyone. We think that everybody has to listen to us. Don't do that. You can just be there. Your presence matter a lot. You can make a gesture also, buy something, small cupcake or something for that person. You can just sit next to that person, you can hug them. However, there's so many things more than advising, because we give advice when we want that person to fix themselves instantly, so we don't have to be there and we are out of that situation, and that thing, everything is, perfect and fine. I did that. I projected myself happy and perfect for so many years so I could keep those friends, and it exploded. It explodes, and it affects you very badly inside, and it did to me. That's why I'm sitting here talking about it, about my struggles, how I solved it and how I processed it, and I'm trying to create this awareness here. So that's another thing, and give that person a time. It's very important to process things in emotionally. It's very, very important. Every emotion is beautiful. Either it's grief, either it's sorrow, either it's agony. You have to process that. You have to process that time, and then you can move forward. Unless you accept and process it, you cannot heal yourself. When I accepted my trauma, I learned to heal it, and I learned to go through my life about it. I am a very fun person, and it's different. It's a condition. It's not that I'm crying or talking about it all the time. So yeah, that's it. I try to post every Sunday, and do share your views and comments. I am talking in Urdu also, so there is another vlog in which I'm telling all of that in that language to those who doesn't understand English. So please do share your thoughts or your stories. You can find me on Instagram or Facebook. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to take care of yourself.